Oh, welcome to the 24th game day daily stats, leaders, and games report. Uh, we had on Thursday, November the 11th, the 24th game day with three games. And on this day, the leaders in following segments were as follows. In points, Tyrese Maxey from Philadelphia scored 33 points. Fred VanVleet from Toronto, 32. Bam Adebayo from Miami, 30, as did Malcolm Brogdon from Indiana. And at the fifth place, we have Paul George from Clippers with 27. The most rebounds were by Andre Drummond from Philadelphia, 12. At the second place, we have three players, Bam Adebayo, Rudy Gobert, and Ivica Zubac. And at the fifth, PJ Tucker from Miami. In assists, we have Mike Conley with 8 assists. At second place, we have two players, Tobias Harris from Philadelphia and Fred VanVleet from Toronto, both with 7. At the fourth place, we have Gabe Vincent from Miami with 6. And at the fifth, Paul George from Clippers with 5. The blocks, Andre Drummond from Philadelphia made 4 blocks this night. Precious Achiuwa from Toronto, 3, as did Nicolas Batum from Clippers and Eric Bledsoe from Clippers as well. Both have made 3 blocks, and Miles Turner from Indiana, 3 blocks as well. The steals, Paul George and Luke Kennard from Clippers both had 3 steals. Donovan Mitchell from Utah had also 3 steals, as did Paul Reed from Philadelphia. And Precious Achiuwa from Toronto had 2 steals. The turnovers, the most turnovers had Tobias Harris from Philadelphia and Kyle Lowry from Miami, both 4. On this day, Paul George and Royce O'Neal from Utah had both 3 turnovers, as did PJ Tucker from Miami. The most 3 points made this night were by Fred VanVleet from Toronto, 6. Then we have 2 players which made 4 threes, which is Kyle Lowry from Miami and Gary Trent Jr. from Toronto. Both made 4 threes, and Paul George from Clippers and Furkan Korkmaz from Philadelphia made 3 threes this night. Free throws made, Malcolm Brogdon made 8 free throws, as did Tyrese Maxey from Philadelphia. Bam Adebayo from Miami made 6 free throws. Reggie Jackson from Clippers also made 6 free throws, and Seth Curry from Philadelphia made 5 free throws. The fantasy point, NBA fantasy points, Tyrese Maxey has received most from Philadelphia, 52.3 for this evening. At the second place, we have Fred VanVleet from Toronto with 51.7. At the third place, we have Malcolm Brogdon from Indiana, 48.8. Fourth place, Bam Adebayo from Miami, 47.2. And at the fifth place, we have Donovan Mitchell from Utah with 47 fantasy points for the 24th game day. Now let's go and recap the games. So the first game of the night, Toronto Raptors playing at Wells Fargo Center in front of the 20,112 spectators in Philadelphia, which is 100% occupancy of the Wells Fargo Center, against Philadelphia 76ers. The Raptors won 115 to 109. What is important to say that Joel Embiid did not play, and let's go and take a look at the winners, or let's first mention the game leaders for Toronto Raptors. It was Fred VanVleet with 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. For Philadelphia 76ers, it was Maxey. Maxey is showing a great performance in last few games, and as Tobias Harris did not play, Seth Curry also did not play one game. Joel Embiid is not playing now a few games, so the Maxey is really showing that he can take the responsibility. He had 33 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. The game developed by quarters as follows. 76ers won the first quarter 30-27. The Sixers won the second quarter as well, 27-25. Then they lost to 29-20. 21, and they lost the last quarter as well, 34-31. Let's take a look at winning team player statistics. For Raptors, from starting the game, Fred VanVleet, 32.6 rebounds, 7 assists for 40 minutes. Anunoby, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists for 38 minutes. Trent Jr., 20 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for 36 minutes. Barnes, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists for 39 minutes. And Achuva, 4 points, 9 rebounds, and 2 assists for 29 minutes. So, Achuva, you need to pick it up a bit. Let's move now to players coming from bench, which are Boucher, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 0 assists for 24 minutes. Mihailik, 5 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for 15 minutes. And Benton, 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists for 16 minutes. What we can notice here is that the Raptors did not play with a lot of players. They used only 8 players this night. So let's take a look at the Sixers. Starting for Sixers, Maxey, 33 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists for 39 minutes. Tobias Harris, 19 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists for 36 minutes. Again, bad shooting for 3 from Tobias, 1 out of 6. And in total field goals, 7 out of 18. So he's still, it looks like, a bit rusty. Seth Curry, 15 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists. He played 36 minutes. Green, 6 points, 0 rebounds, 1 assist for 18 minutes. And Drummond, 4 points, 12 rebounds, and 3 assists for 30 minutes. Coming from bench, we have Milton, 12 points, 2 rebounds, 0 assists for 17 minutes. Korkmaz, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists for 26 minutes. Niang, 7 points, 1 rebound, 4 assists for 21 minutes. Reed, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 0 assists for 13 minutes. Let's take a look at the player stats, team stats. So, Raptors had a total of 47 rebounds compared to Sixers 39. So again, we notice here lack of a big center of Embiid, and Toronto had 8 more rebounds in the game. Now, Raptors had a total of 25 assists, where the Sixers had 29 assists. So Sixers tried more, played a little bit more. Let's take a look at steals. Raptors had 9 steals, one more than Sixers, which had 8. Raptors had 7 blocks, one less than Sixers, which had 8. And Raptors turned the ball over 11 times, one time less than Sixers, which turned the ball over 12 times. So in this segment, they're both equal. So it comes only to rebounds, it looks like. So in total field goals, 42 out of 96 for Raptors, against Sixers, 40 out of 88. So as we can see, they shot 8 more times field goals than the Sixers. So for 3, 14 out of 33 for Raptors, against 11 out of 34 for 76ers. So here they're about equal in shots taken. 33 Raptors, 34 Sixers for 3, and then in free throws we have again equal, almost equal score, and a great shooting from Raptors. They shot 17 out of 17, and also great shooting from Sixers, 18 out of 19. So as we can see, it all came down to rebounds in this matchup. Now, let's take a look at the next game. Just we forgot, so Toronto Raptors are now at 7 wins and 6 losses, which is good enough for 8th seed in Eastern Conference, and they're now on a one-game winning streak. And the 76ers are now at season score of 8 wins and 5 losses, which is good enough for the fourth place in Eastern Conference, and they're now on a 3-game losing streak. So the next game was Indiana Pacers playing against Utah Jazz, and in this game we had uh, a brawl, or how do we call that? So the Rudy Gobert almost took the pants off down from Indiana player, um, and yeah, what do we want to say about that? There is some issue with referees that are not able to keep the level of refereeing throughout the league, and also there is an issue of players wrongly misinterpreting new rules and taking it too far, and forgetting to play hard but fair. So what we want to give for the players as a heads up or so. So if you did not learn, don't study referees. Play hard and fair and play to your best ability. And you are playing a team sport, so play as a team. Anyway, so Indiana Pacers played at Vivint Arena in front of 18,306 spectators, which is 100% occupancy of Vivint Arena in Salt Lake City. And they won 111 to 110. And they have a score now of 5 wins and 8 losses, which is good enough for 12th place in East. And they're now on a one-game winning streak. And Utah Jazz is now at 8 wins and 4 losses, which is good enough for third place in Western Conference, and they're now on a one-game losing streak. Let's take a look at the game leaders. So for Indiana, we have Brogdon with 30 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, and for Utah Jazz, we have Donovan Mitchell, 26 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. The game developed in quarters as follows: Pacers won the first quarter 32 to 30. They won the second one as well, 28 to 21. They lost the third, 26 for Utah to 25 for Pacers. And then the Pacers again won the fourth quarter, 26 to 23. Now let's take a look at the player stats. So for winning team Pacers, starting the game, Malcolm Brogdon, 30 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists for 36 minutes. Turner, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist for 29 minutes. Duarte, 11 points, 5 rebounds, 0 assists for 31 minutes. Holiday, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 0 assists for 28 minutes. And Domantas Sabonis, only 6 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists for 31 minutes. Coming from bench, we had McConnell, 21 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists for 30 minutes. We had Martin, 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists for 20 minutes. Lamb, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist for 9 minutes. Craig, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist for 15 minutes. And Bitadze, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and 0 assists for 6 minutes. Now let's take a look at the Jazz. So starting, Donovan Mitchell, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists for 32 minutes. Gobert, 19 points, 11 rebounds, 0 assists for 30 minutes. Then we have Bogdanovic, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 0 assists for 31 minutes. Then Conley, 6 points, 3 rebounds, 8 assists for 26 minutes. O'Neal, 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist for 32 minutes. Coming from bench, we had Clarkson, 11 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists for 24 minutes. Bashal, 9 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist for 12 minutes. Whiteside, 8 points, 7 rebounds, 0 assists for 16 minutes. Ingles, 7 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists for 26 minutes. And then we have a lot of players that just played 1 minute. Let's start with Forrest, which played 3 minutes, did not put himself on the board. And for 1 minute, Butler, 2 points, Hughes, zero stats, and Azubuike, zero stats for 1 minute. And Oni had 1 rebound and 1 assist in 1 minute playtime. Now let's take a look at the team stats. So the Indiana Pacers had a total of 53 rebounds, where the Utah Jazz had 37. So we see here that Indiana had a huge amount more rebounds than Utah, so 16 rebounds more. Then we have in assists, Pacers had 19, Utah had 22, almost similar. Then let's take a look at the steals. So we had 7 steals for Indiana, and almost similar, one less for Utah, 6. We had 5 blocks from Indiana, where we had from Utah only one less, 4. And we had turnovers, 10 from Indiana and 2 more from Utah, 12. And we had also personal fouls. That is maybe important to take a look at. So Indiana made more personal fouls, 23, where the Utah Jazz had in total 16 personal fouls. And okay, now let's take a look at the shooting. So the Indiana shot 43 out of 96 field goals. So the Utah Jazz 39 out of 83. So Indiana took 13 more field goals than the Utah Jazz. 3 points, 11 out of 31 Pacers, 9 out of 32 Utah Jazz, so almost similar number of 3 points taken. And in the free throws, we have Indiana shooting 14 out of 19, and here Utah had a lot more free throws as the Indiana made more fouls. So Utah had 13 out of 23. So terrible free throw shooting. Only if they shot all the free throws, they would have won the game, even if they had 16 rebounds less. So that would be the stat for this game. And let's move to the last one for this evening. So here again, we had a great game and a tight score, unfortunately. Uh, for Miami, their best player, Jimmy Butler, did not play due to an ankle injury, and we don't have an update on how long or how tough is the injury. But as we are reading, player injury out, ankle. Butler is out for Thursday, November 12th game against the Clippers. So we think it's maybe a sore ankle or something, and not something serious. We hope for Mr. Butler. So let's take a look at the score. So Miami Heat played in Staples Center in front of the 16,150 spectators, which is 85% occupancy in Los Angeles. That's a Lakers stadium. The Clipper Stadium should be built, I think, for the next season or the season after. And the Miami lost 109 to 112. Miami is now at the season score of 7 wins and 5 losses, which gives them 7th place in Eastern Conference, and they're now on a 3-game losing streak. And the Clippers are now at 7 wins and 4 losses, and they are now 6th in Western Conference on a 6-game winning streak. So the Paul George, bravo! It's impressive. Just good basketball. So let's take a look at the game leaders for Miami. It was Bam Adebayo, 30 points, 11 rebounds, and zero assists. And Paul George had 27 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. So by quarters, the Heat won the first quarter by 15 points, 40-25. Then in the second quarter, they scored only 18 points, where the Clippers scored 31. The third quarter, Clippers won by 10 points, 30-20, and the last quarter, Heat won again, 31-26, for the final score of 109 for Miami to 112 for Clippers. Now, let's take a look at the player stats, and as always, we will start with the winning team. For the Clippers, Paul George had 27 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, already mentioned, for 38 minutes. Then we had Jackson, 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists for 30 minutes. Then we had Bledsoe with 21 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists, and he also had 3 blocks. Impressive. Then we had Ivica Zubac with a double-double game, 18 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist for field goal shooting, 7 out of 10. That also what brought him to season leaders in field goal percentage, and he shot free throws 4 out of 6, and had 2 blocks. So bravo Ivica. He's a great young player who's working and trying to perform in his best. And this all he has done only in 29 minutes. But unfortunately, he had a lot of fouls, 4 fouls. So he's still young, and referees sometimes don't respect young players that much, especially if they're foreign. So let's see how that develops. But we are sure that Ivica Zubac will still progress. And then we had Batum with 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists for 36 minutes. Coming from bench, we had Kennard, 12 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists for 26 minutes. Hartenstein, 6 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist for 17 minutes. Winslow, 0 points, 1 rebound, 0 assists for 2 minutes. And T-Man, 0 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists for 17 minutes. And for these 17 minutes, he managed to miss two 3-point shots and 1 field goal. So T-Man, not good. Now for the Miami Heat, they're still burning. So let's see when the fire is gonna stop. The Bam Adebayo, 30 points, 11 rebounds, 0 assists for 39 minutes. Kyle Lowry had again a nice game, 25 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Field goal shooting 9 out of 17, 3 points, 4 out of 10. Not bad. 37 minutes. Then we had Tyler Hero, starter, in this game, 23 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Unfortunately, he took a lot of shots, 23 field goal shots, and made 10, and shot for 3.0 out of 6. So for 38 minutes. So if you take a look, if he just scored 1 out of these 6 3-point shots, they would go in overtime. Then we had PJ Tucker, Mr. Defense Machine, 6 points, 10 rebounds, 0 assists for 27 minutes, and Robinson, 6 points, 10 rebounds, and 0. Robinson, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists for 26 minutes. Coming from bench, we had Martin with 7 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist for 20 minutes. Strus, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 0 assists for 17 minutes. Vincent, 4 points, 0 rebounds, 6 assists for 23 minutes. Dedmon, 22 points, 3 rebounds, 0 assists for 8 minutes. And then we, as mentioned, Jimmy Butler did not play, and Victor Oladipo also did not play. And yeah, so that would be their game recap for the 24th game day, which was played on Thursday, November 11th. And in front of us is night with a lot of great games. So the first game starting Knicks against Hornets. Knicks are 7-5, Hornets 6-7, battling to equal themselves. We have Bucks playing at Boston against Celtics. Also, they're similar 6-6 for Bucks, 5-6 for Celtics. Then we have Detroit Pistons playing at Cleveland Cavaliers. Um, then we have Portland Trailblazers playing at Houston against Rockets. Then we have Phoenix Suns playing against Memphis Grizzlies. We here anticipate a great game, and we'll see who comes on the top. Uh, then we have Brooklyn Nets against New Orleans Pelicans. Then the next game would be Sacramento Kings against OKC, Oklahoma City Thunder. Then we have a game Dallas Mavericks against San Antonio Spurs at San Antonio. Here we would say that we anticipate that the Spurs will win, as the Mavericks do not really have a game. They don't look like a team, and it looks like it looks not so good. Even the season score of 7 wins and 4 losses doesn't say that. We will see, but yeah, it doesn't look good. Then we have Atlanta Hawks playing Denver Nuggets, and Atlanta is at now 4 wins and 8 losses. The Nuggets are playing with Jokic again, so we'll see how that one goes. Then we have probably the derby, or the most interesting game of the night, where Chicago Bulls are playing at Golden State against Golden State Warriors, and we'll see if the Chicago quick or peripheral defense can lock down Steph Curry, and if we'll see that, because Vucevic is injured, so we'll see. That's going to be a big hit for them, as we don't know what they're going to do on the center side. So, but anyway, we anticipate this game a lot. And last game we have Minnesota Timberwolves playing at Los Angeles against Lakers. So we wish you a great game day, and until tomorrow, and new game reports and new season stat leaderboards. Bye bye, and please subscribe. You're not doing it.